Francisco Franco, absolute ruler over Spain.
The club, Barca, was almost like a representation of Catalonia against the rest of Spain, and in particular
Florentino Perez, the kingmaker of Madrid.
Real Madrid is the most successful club in European football history, boasting 14 UEFA Champions League titles. But behind this glittering facade lies a tapestry of scandals, legendary figures, and heated controversies that have shaped not just the football club, but the very landscape of the sport itself. In this video, we'll peel back the layers of myths and legends surrounding Los Blancos to reveal the complex truth beneath. Our story begins with a man whose name adorns the very stadium where Real Madrid's legends are made, Santiago Bernabéu de Este. Serving as the club's president from 1943 to 1978, Bernabéu's tenure was nothing short of transformative. Under his leadership, Real Madrid evolved from a respectable local club to a global footballing institution. His most enduring legacy was the establishment of La Fábrica, Real Madrid's youth academy, which produced some of the finest talents in football history. Yet, Bernabéu's reign coincided with one of the darkest periods in Spanish history, the Francoist dictatorship. Critics point to the club's unprecedented success during this era as evidence of potential political favoritism. Bernabéu's leadership style itself was not without controversy. Known for his strict discipline and unwavering standards, he ran the club with an iron fist. While this approach undoubtedly contributed to Real Madrid's success, it also earned him a reputation as an autocrat who brooked no opposition. If there's one transfer saga that encapsulates the fierce rivalry between Real Madrid and Barcelona, it's the acquisition of Alfredo Di Stefano in 1953. The story begins in Colombia, where Di Stefano was playing for Millonarios. Both Real Madrid and Barcelona were keen to sign the Argentine forward, widely regarded as one of the best players in the world. What followed was a Byzantine series of negotiations involving not just Millonarios, but also Di Stefano's former club, River Plate. Initially, it seemed Barcelona had won the race. They reached an agreement with River Plate, who claimed they still held Di Stefano's registration rights. However, Real Madrid hadn't given up. They negotiated directly with Millonarios, arguing that the Colombian club held the player's current contract. The situation became so convoluted that FIFA had to intervene. Their proposed solution? Di Stefano would play alternate seasons for Real Madrid and Barcelona. The compromise satisfied no one, least of all Barcelona, who ultimately withdrew from the deal, leaving the path clear for Real Madrid to sign the player. The relationship between Real Madrid and Francisco Franco's regime is one of the most contentious topics in football history. In this context, Real Madrid, as the club of the capital, was seen by many as a symbol of Spanish nationalism. This perception was reinforced by the club's success on the European stage, which Franco's government eagerly used as propaganda tool to improve Spain's international image. Real Madrid's success during this period, particularly in the European Cup, was unprecedented. They won the first 5 editions of the tournament from 1956 to 1960, establishing themselves as the dominant force in European football. On the other hand, Barcelona, Real Madrid's great rival, positioned itself as a symbol of Catalan identity and resistance against Franco's centralist policies. The regime's repression of Catalan culture extended to football, with Barcelona facing various forms of discrimination. The political dimension fueled the already intense rivalry between the two clubs, transforming El Clásico into something more than just a football match. Real Madrid's dominance in European football, particularly in the UEFA Champions League, is undeniable. With a record 14 titles, they've established themselves as the kings of the European football. But this success hasn't come without controversy and accusations of foul play. One of the main points of contention has been Real Madrid's financial power. Their ability to consistently sign top players for astronomical fees gives them an unfair advantage. This debate has intensified in recent years with the introduction of UEFA's financial fair play regulations. FFP was introduced to prevent clubs from spending more than they earn and to ensure long-term financial stability. However, some argue that these regulations have actually helped maintain the status quo, favoring already wealthy clubs like Real Madrid. La Fábrica, Real Madrid's youth academy, has a storied history of producing world-class talent. Players like Raúl Iker Casillas and more recently, Dani Carvajal and Nacho have all emerged from their ranks to become key players for the club. The academy is often praised for its ability to develop young players who can compete at the highest levels of football. However, the success of La Fabrica is a double-edged sword. While it has undoubtedly produced some exceptional talents, there's an ongoing debate about whether the academy truly nurtures talent or suppresses it due to the club's tendency to buy established stars. Critics argue that the influx of high-profile signings often limits opportunities for academy graduates to break into the first team. This can lead to talented youngsters seeking opportunities elsewhere, as seen with players like Juan Mata and Marcos Alonso, who found success after leaving Real Madrid. Real Madrid's status as a financial powerhouse in world football is undeniable. Consistently ranking among the highest earning clubs globally, Real Madrid's financial might has been a key factor in their on-field success. However, this financial dominance raises important questions about ethics and fairness in modern football. On the ethical side, Real Madrid's financial success can be seen as a result of smart business practices and global brand building. The club has invested heavily in its infrastructure, including the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium and training facilities. They've also been at the forefront of expanding into new markets, particularly in Asia and North America. However, Real Madrid's financial dominance is exploitative and harmful to the competitive balance of football. The club's ability to consistently outbid others for top talent can create an uneven playing field. Smaller clubs often struggle to compete, which can stifle competition and limit opportunities for emerging talents. The Galacticos era, initiated by Florentino Perez in the early 2000s, is one of the most controversial and captivating chapters in Real Madrid's history. This period saw the club pursue a policy of signing at least one superstar player every year, bringing global attention to the Santiago Bernabéu. It all began with a shocking acquisition of Luis Figo from arch-rivals Barcelona in 2000. This was followed by the arrivals of Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo, David Beckham, and later Robinho. Each signing was a spectacle, drawing global media attention and cementing Real Madrid's status as the most glamorous club in world football. However, the on-field results didn't always match the off-field hype. While the team won 2 La Liga titles and a Champions League during this period, many felt that Real Madrid had underachieved, given the incredible talent at their disposal. Cristiano Ronaldo's transfer from Real Madrid to Juventus in 2018 sent shockwaves through the football world. After 9 years, 450 goals, and 4 Champions League titles, the Portuguese superstar's departure marked the end of an era at Bernabeu. For many Madridistas, Ronaldo's exit felt like a betrayal. He had become the face of the club, breaking numerous records and leading Real Madrid to success in the Champions League. His departure came just moments after he had helped his team secure their 3rd consecutive Champions League title, making the timing feel particularly abrupt and unexpected. However, from a business perspective, the move made sense for Real Madrid. The club received a €100 million transfer fee for a player who was 33 years old at the time. Real Madrid's influence extends far beyond the pitch, playing a significant role in the politics of La Liga. As one of the 2 giants of Spanish football alongside Barcelona, Real Madrid's actions and decisions often have far-reaching consequences for the entire league. One of the most contentious issues has been the distribution of TV rights money. Historically, Real Madrid and Barcelona negotiated their own TV deals, leading to a massive financial gap between them and the rest of the league. In 2015, a new law was passed in Spain mandating collective bargaining for TV rights. While this was seen as a step towards greater financial equality, Real Madrid and Barcelona still receive the lion's share of the revenue due to their larger fan bases and higher viewing figures. The European Super League saga of 2021 saw Real Madrid at the very heart of the controversy. As one of the key architects and most vocal supporters of the project, Real Madrid's involvement in the ESL raised fundamental questions about the future of European football. The ESL was proposed as a semi-closed competition featuring 20 of Europe's biggest clubs, with 15 permanent members and 5 qualifiers. Real Madrid's president, Florentino Perez, was named the first chairman of the Super League. He argued that the ESL was necessary to save football from the financial crisis and to provide more high-quality matches that would appeal to younger fans. However, the announcement of the ESL was met with backlash from fans, football associations, and even governments. Within 48 hours of its announcement, the project collapsed as most of the founding clubs withdrew due to the intense pressure. What do you think about Real Madrid's legacy? Is their success a testament to their ambition and excellence, or a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power in football? Let us know in the comments below.